They embarked on their journey towards Fuyuki City, with Mordred taking the wheel, determined to keep her husband from the driver's seat for the time being. Medusa, being the thoughtful wife she is, unpacks some food to share during the drive. Mordred, however, playfully demands to be fed by her husband.
Feed me.
I know. Open up.
Mordred obliges, opening her mouth to take a bite.
I can't believe this is the once proud knight of the Round Table. Hey, I'm driving. If I had 4 hands, I'd be eating and driving at the same time.
Medusa leans in to whisper to Artoria.
Mordred tends to be spoiled around Ghana, like a child. Ah, I see.
As they travel for hours, Ghana cannot hold his bladder anymore.
I gotta pee.
Oh, okay. Medusa, where's the water bottle you used for drinking?
Hell no.
Relax, I'm kidding. We'll stop at the gas station. Hold still. Dear, this is the water bottle if Mordred fails to reach the destination in time.
Oh, come on. You're my last hope, Medusa. Don't jump on Mordred's bandwagon. Your brain isn't as polluted as hers.
Hey, I find that offensive.
Oh, am I supposed to say sorry? Because it's meant to be offensive.
Alright, we're not stopping. Be my guest, pee in that water bottle.
Hey, I'm serious. Can't hold it.
Artoria smiles, observing the playful banter between Ghana, Mordred, and Medusa, thinking how cruel Mordred if she didn't stop at the gas station.
There's a gas station, I'll park our car there.
Hurry.
Mordred takes her time parking the car.
Are you fucking serious?
Relax, honey. I need to align the car with the markings.
After Mordred finishes parking the car, Ghana hastily exits and heads to the restroom.
Mordred, I'll come with Ghana. I'm worried he might have gone missing or got involved in some human trafficking. Oi, that's taking it too far.
Medusa quickly rushes to where Ghana is. Now, only Mordred and Artoria remain in the car, with Mordred glances at Artoria through the rearview mirror.
Father, can I ask you a question? Of course, Mordred. Do you truly love Ciro?
Artoria falls silent for a moment before locking eyes with Mordred.
What's the point of this, Mordred? I just want to ensure that what you feel is genuine love. I honestly don't know. Father, do you have feelings for Ghana? What kind of question is that? He's your husband. How could you accuse me of harboring feelings for him? You could simply say, no. No need to be angry with me.
A sudden realization hits Artoria after Mordred's words, and she scrambles to find a reason to refute Mordred's probing question.
I'm sorry, Mordred, but that's not a question you're supposed to ask. I would say no. As you mentioned last night, Mordred, love is about sacrifice, selflessness, and devotion. I didn't get any of that from him. The scroll he used on you? Wasn't that already his sacrifice, selflessness, and devotion? Devotion to what? To save others. He could have saved himself, could have been selfish, but in the end, he used the scroll for you. He might not be here today, he could have been gone forever, and we'd never have this moment. It's a miracle that we've come this far. Besides, what has Ciro done to deserve your love, Father? It is complicated. Perhaps it's as simple as the master and servant contract. Just like how Medusa cares so much for her master. She won't object to anything Sakura says to her. So, you love Ciro because of that? Or because of the sex you've shared with him? It's not that, Mordred. That is the memory that I still doubt was mine. But you're following that memory, aren't you, Father? I just wanted to know which Artoria I am. What's causing this conflict in your heart, Father? Ghana has already answered your question. I remember that before I disappeared, after helping Ciro, I confessed my feelings to him. I literally said that I love him. Because of that, you feel you belong by his side? What about that Rin girl? I don't know. Father, if Ghana never comes back, and you're left with a choice. Which would hurt your heart more, seeing Ghana go or Ciro?
Ghana and Medusa returned from the restroom, settling back into the car. Ghana sensed a palpable tension in the air.
What's happening?
Nothing.
They resumed their journey, but the atmosphere in the car had changed. The once lively conversation now hung in the air with a certain unease. As evening approached, they finally reached Fuyuki City. Mordred drove them to Emiyu residence. Upon arrival, they found the gate closed, and no one answered. They decided to wait inside the car. They waited for the arrival of Ciro and Rin. Artoria couldn't tear her gaze away from Ghana, who appeared deep in thought. Finally, they spotted Ciro, Rin, and Taiga making their way toward the entrance.
Artoria, let's go.
Ghana exited the car first, and Artoria hesitated for a moment before summoning her courage to join him. As Artoria was about to get out of the car, Mordred spoke up.
Father.
Artoria paused, bracing herself, and stepped out of the car. She followed Ghana, with Mordred lingering behind.
Mordred, do you truly wish for Artoria to become a part of our family? Yes. Why? I want to see Father smile and laugh more, just like she did last night. And, I've sensed Ghana's feelings for Father. Can't you feel it too, Medusa? I do. However, it all depends on Ghana. If he embraces his feelings, he'll have my full support. If he denies them, I'll be there for him. Hey, we are the same after all.
As Ghana and Artoria walk towards Ciro and Rin, Artoria calls for him.
Ghana.
Yes?
Nothing.
Don't be nervous, I'll handle the conversation.
Ghana confidently strode towards Ciro and the others, with Artoria discreetly following from behind. At that moment, Artoria couldn't help but be reminded of her former self, selfless, always putting others' interests before her own. The difference was that Ghana's actions weren't dictated by a crown or a regal title, he did it out of genuine care. This brought back Artoria's warm memories of Sir Kay, who had crafted a somewhat questionable wooden lion for her when she fell ill, just to lift her spirits. As they walked, Artoria was about to reach Ghana from behind, but as they approached Ciro, Artoria lowered her hands.
Ciro, Rin, Taiga.
Who is this man, Ciro? And
Saber?
Ciro and Rin were stunned to find Artoria standing behind Ghana.
Saber, we thought you had disappeared. I mean, well, returned to your country.
Ciro rushed over to Ghana and Artoria.
Saber, where have you been? We were all worried about you.
Saber? Ciro said you went back to your own country.
Well. George Bush is gearing up for his second presidency, so Saber sought refuge in Japan.
Wait, I thought she was British.
Well, it's all the same. Nice to meet you, Taiga.
Oh, right. Well, I'll leave this to you, Ciro. I'm going inside.
Yes, Fuji-ne.
Taiga headed inside, still puzzled about how that man knew her name.
You're alone?
I am with Mordred and Medusa, they are waiting in the car.
What's going on?
Artoria didn't die. Instead, she's recovering in another world and now she is returning to this one.
Ghana glanced at Ciro and Rin, a silent request in his eyes, and both understood that what he was about to ask was no small favor.
Ciro, can Artoria stay with you?
Rin averted her gaze.
Well, sure. Saber helped me during the Holy Grail War, and saved my life. I'll gladly have Saber stay in this house.
Ghana turned back to Artoria, a warm smile on his face.
Artoria, go with them.
Artoria met Ghana's eyes, memories of her battle with the Jinn flooding her mind.
Run free from the abyss, Artoria.
Despite the memories, she walked past Ghana.
Goodbye, Artoria.
Oddly, those words stung and hurt her. Artoria, without a reply, continued toward Ciro and Rin.
Welcome back, Saber.
Artoria simply nodded, her gaze fixed downward. Rin tried to hold back her emotions and extended a welcoming gesture to Artoria.
Come, Saber, a lot has happened while you were gone. I hope you can stay the night.
I'll take my leave, Zero, Rin.
You're not staying?
Nah, got something to take care of. Thanks, both of you.
Before they went their separate ways, Artoria and Ghana looked at each other briefly. Zero and Rin parted ways with Ghana. As Ghana headed back to his car, Zero, Rin, and Artoria entered the Emiya residence. Artoria glanced back, watching Ghana's back recede into the distance. A painful sensation surged in her heart, the uncertainty in her mind screaming, "Don't go." She saw Zero's back, who walked closer to the front door. Despite Artoria feeling attraction towards Zero, this didn't hurt her heart. Ghana made his way to the car, and a heavy silence enveloped the car.
Let's go back, Mordred.
Mordred remained silent, the air thick with unspoken thoughts. Medusa shared the concern for Ghana but kept her worries to herself. The car pulled away from Emiya's residence. Inside Emiya's residence, Artoria joined Rin. Rin filled the air with chatter about the events of the past 2 months. Meanwhile, Zero prepared things in the kitchen.
Zero, I'll handle the laundry.
Sure, Fuji Nei.
By the way, Saber, Berserker is staying in Greece.
Tasaka, let her have a moment of rest.
I just want Saber to catch up on things, you know.
Artoria mutters something while looking down.
Catch up?
It might be better to help me prepare dinner than to bother Saber.
Like I know how to make your dishes.
Artoria's mind drifted back to the previous night's dinner. Laughter, smiles, and shared moments. She felt at home. The wounds within her heart intensified, stabbing and burning. Once more, she mumbled something.
Ghana.
She tried to decipher the feeling. Was this love? Artoria pondered how love could be so hurt. Then, she realized it wasn't love causing the pain. It was her inability to express it, the fear of letting those emotions fade away. Artoria closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and rose from her seat. She called out to Zero.
Zero.
Zero and Rin turned back.
Yes, Saber?
There's a misunderstanding. I came here to say thank you. Because of you, I can return to this world. I'm grateful for that. Zero, Rin, I'm happy for both of you. And Rin, I'm glad it's you. Saber.
I see. Thank you, Saber. I'm also thankful for meeting you and saving me back then.
Rin smiled, completely understanding Artoria's sentiments.
Go after him, Saber.
Artoria nodded. She rushed outside, only to find the car was gone. She ran, retracing the path they took to Emiya's residence, hoping to catch up with Ghana's car. Meanwhile, Mordred, still at the wheel, abruptly stopped in the middle of the highway.
I won't ask why did you stop, but I will ask for you to continue driving.
Go.
Mordred locked eyes with her husband.
Honey, go now.
I have 2 wives. I can't just.
You damn right. We're both your wives. We understand your wants and needs. We understand your feelings. One of the reasons why I ask for Father to be part of our family is because I know you like her. I know you are attracted to Father. You won't save her from her fate because you simply fucking care. But you keep denying it.
I am not deny.
You are the love of my life. You are my other half, Ghana. And I am a fucking cheap knockoff of Artoria. I know what you feel and I know what Father feels. Stop denying. Dear, do not lie. Even to yourself, remember what you promised? And also, we don't mind, dear.
Why?
Don't regret it, honey. Go. Tell her everything you feel. Father is waiting for you. My husband is not some spineless coward, right?
Mordred unbuckled Ghana's seatbelt, looking at him with a stern expression. Ghana closed his eyes and swiftly exited the car, sprinting back to Emiya's residence. He even leapt from the highway to reach it faster. Artoria, in a panic, scanned the passing cars for any sign of Ghana's. She kept running even if she had to reach Ghana's house at the hillside.
This feeling of being separated from him, it hurts.
Ghana, running as fast as he could, struggled to catch his breath.
I won't have regrets. I won't regret anything.
I want this pain to fade away.
I won't let this feeling to fade away.
Suddenly, they met each other from afar, panting from exhaustion.
Ghana.
Artoria? Artoria.
They ran as fast as they could. They rushed into each other's arms, the embrace so tight that Artoria's nails dug deep into Ghana's skin. Ghana held Artoria close, feeling the imprint of her backbone.
Artoria, don't go.
I'm here, Ghana. I won't go anywhere.
I am sorry, Artoria. I kept denying myself. It hurts a lot, but after holding you like this, those pains are fading away.
I know. I understand the pain within your heart because I felt the same. It was agonizing to see you getting further away from me.
I've denied myself repeatedly. I kept denying to hide and cast away the feeling I have to you.
And I am lying again and again, enduring the pain I couldn't comprehend.
Don't go.
Through the heavens' fall and the earth's ascent, I will be here with you.
They relished the moment, cheeks gently pressed against each other, tears blending into one. Two faded souls finally reunited.
I like your warmth, your scent, your heartbeat, your arm wrapping around me. The safety of your arms around me surpasses any castle walls.
The pain in your heart, is it gone?
Not entirely. That pain, inside our hearts. It hurt a lot, didn't it?
Yes, I couldn't shake the lingering wound inside me. I was about to burst through Ciro's front door and hug you. I know I sound like a jerk. Having two wives but yet, thinking something like that, I just feel that the hug that I imagined could extinguish the pain inside me. Inside us. And now, it truly does extinguish the pain within my heart.
You're the only one who prevented me from fading away completely. The only one who didn't let me disappear. Now I understand. It's not a matter of who I am, it's a question of where I belong. And that question has just been answered.
She holds him tightly against her body as if refusing to let him leave, as if afraid he would disappear the moment she stops touching him. But instead of feeling frightened, the touch of his body feels completely natural and right, as if he was meant to be in Artoria's arms. It's as if it were a promise, a pact between them to always stay together, to never separate. Ghana feeling the contours of Artoria's ribcage and Artoria hearing Ghana's heartbeat echo louder.
Artoria, will you marry me?
Yes, Ghana.
They loosened their embrace slightly. Ghana and Artoria look at each other. A moment of silence hung between them, unbroken eye contact, no blinking, no flinching.
Artoria, let's go home.
Ghana, can I ask for one favor?
One favor?
Could you name me something other than Artoria? I want this name to be especially from you, something that belongs only to us.
You wish to redefine your past?
Not entirely, but I want to carve a new future.
Ghana thought of a name that didn't entirely discard her past, but instead paved the way for a new future.
Altria.
I see, that's a good name. From now on, I am Altria. I will treasure this name.
For Japanese people, it will be pronounced as Artoria, but for me, it will always be Altria. Altria Pendragon.
Yes, Ghana.
Let's go home, Altria.
Ghana and Altria walked together, Ghana muttering something.
I finally see it. So you are the third queen.
Did you say something?
No, I just remembered something.
About something?
Ghana recalled the visit from Mordred of the future, who spoke of writing stories about 4 queens in a little kingdom.
Hey, honey, I am writing stories about 4 queens in a little kingdom. Do you think it will be an interesting story?
It is an interesting story, Mordred.
Not long after, they spotted Ghana's car with Mordred in the driver's seat, smirking mischievously.
Yo, finally, these two lovebirds reunite, huh? Did both of you make out? Would you mind your language, Mordred?
Medusa stepped out from the car, opening the passenger door that led to the seat, allowing Ghana and Altria to sit together side by side. Ghana and Altria settled into the passenger seat, with Medusa comfortably seated next to the driver's seat.
It's going to be a bit of a journey, so buckle up.
As the car cruised along, the rhythmic hum of the engine lulled Ghana and Altria into a peaceful slumber. Their heads found support in each other, hands tightly intertwined as they embraced the tranquility of the ride home. In her sleep, Altria mumbled something.
I am home. I found where I belong. I found my home.